I'm Blackbird, and welcome to Let Us Cook, where we are discussing cooking Japanese food and our experiences with cooking Japanese food and any other things related to Japanese food. So, I guess to start, how do you interact with the world of Japanese food if you're putting it in a really stilted way? Sam?
Well, for me at least, I'm half Japanese, so I grew up eating a good amount of Japanese food. How do I say this? I'm Gosei, which is basically like fifth generation Japanese. And I went to Japan twice, once when I was in middle school and once really recently over the summer. And I kind of just started eating a whole lot of food there and learning how to cook a whole lot of food. So that was really fun.
Hi, I'm Hiro. So for me, I was born and raised in Japan. So yeah, I ate and cooked the Japanese food every day so much. So even after moving to the US, I cook the Japanese food probably the 3 times in a week. So
nice.
yeah.
Nice. And as for myself, I just really like Japanese food, and as of 2022, right after my birthday, so about October, I started cooking Japanese food, and I put way too much effort into it. I put too much time into it. Okay, I guess with that out of the way, we can move on to some either like stories or stories with Japanese food or something like that, you know. Does that make any sense? No? Okay, let's move on.
We could talk like gohan dishes or
Gohan
rice dishes.
Rice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was reading it. I was like, it says rice dishes or I think what else is very popular in Japanese food? I think seasonal vegetable is very popular. Oh, tamago.
Tamago eggs.
I actually do have a story about vegetables. Just as of, what was it, Saturday? It was Saturday, yeah. I made the Trader Joe's orange chicken, but I also made miso maple carrots. There are 3 of them. They were actually really good. There's still 2 in the fridge. And that's like one of the first times I've ever roasted vegetables. And I was like, oh, that's not bad. And they actually taste pretty good, even though I don't like vegetables.
I think for me, I love cooking vegetables. Vegetables are definitely I probably eat vegetables more than meat, I would say. But
Try the green ice cream when they serve it to you with the dinners. It's great stuff. I bring that up because, like, how you're saying, flavors of Japan are very different sometimes. Spice is also different. I don't need spicy food.
Why you don't try the wasabi yet?
So I'm very sensitive to spicy. Even my dog eats spicy food sometimes. Through my mom, I don't give him any spicy food. But I'm just very sensitive to spicy.
it's very interesting because I think Japanese people are also very, I forgot the word, they're very sensitive to spice as well. Because a lot of Japanese food, we're not known to have spicy chilies in our food.
Addition to wasabi, probably the pepper.
Oh,
Yeah, pepper is the wrong stuff. But the wasabi is a really iconic spicy.
Yeah.
Shiso pepper, I think.
Oh,
Shiso pepper.
I think I know about that. But also, there's also, there's Japanese spice, and then there's, like, I've actually learned through a lot of Japanese cooking, there's also a surprising amount of sugar to, like, make somewhat sweeter dishes or to kind of add a sweetness to it. Even, like, mirin, I love using mirin. I don't know how to use it that well, but I've practiced with it a lot, and it's, like, one of my favorite things to just throw in instant ramen because it just makes it a little sweeter and gives that kind of bitterness to it. It's really cool.
Yeah, actually, when I cook the Japanese food, so I'm every time surprised. Oh, yeah, more sugar is in. So, yeah, much less salt, but a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
We put in.
Because it's also interesting though, because it depends on the person. Because I know like tamagoyaki, which is like a rolled egg omelet.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I want to make that.
It's very good, but personally, I like mine sweet, so I do put sugar in mine. But I know people who eat tamagoyaki quite often. They look at me like I'm crazy because they despise putting sugar with their eggs. So they just have it. They put salt on it and just eat it like a regular omelet, I guess.
Sweet and eggs does go. So there's Japanese spice, there's the sugar. What other interesting things?
I've come to realize that there is a lot of alcohol
Yes.
So, actually, no, I do know somebody on New Year's. They got carded for buying it because it does have alcohol. But most people,
Yeah.
they don't card you.
I don't get carded.
Oh my goodness.
I can't buy sake though. I gotta get my mom to buy sake.
Yeah, sake. Sake is also used in a good amount of our cooking. I don't know, Tito, do you know any dishes that use your favorite dishes that use alcohol?
Yeah. For example, this one is this is we call it a kimpira. Kimpira, the carrot kimpira or celery's kimpira. A lot of stuff can be kimpira. So we put just fries, put in the mirin, and put in sake, put in soy sauce.
Yeah.
That's it.
There you go.
They're very delicious because also alcohol. Well, I don't want to call it alcohol because it's not. It's not a drink, but it does have a lot of effects besides just like kind of the effect of alcohol. It does make things crispier, in my opinion. It does. I don't know. It's like a very subtle flavor.
How do you think about the miso itself?
Okay, so miso. I have two kinds at home. The taste of miso by itself, I don't really like. But I've improvised a miso ramen before, and I found a recipe for like a miso ramen, and I just made it really quickly with instant ramen. But if you put miso with something sweet, it makes it really good. Like the miso honey carrots that I made, like miso by itself, yeah. But not honey, it was maple syrup, and it's really good. Like the flavor of miso, but the bitterness I don't like. If that makes any sense.
Well, miso is a fermented soybean paste, so that I understand it. That probably means you aren't a very big fan of things like kimchi as well.
No, I like my
It's
sweet stuff.
they're a very strong, distinct taste, and I feel like you have to either grow up eating it or you have to kind of just eat it a lot in order to get used to it.
Yeah, strong flavor, but I have one of the recommended recipe, the mixture of the miso and the vegetable, especially carrot. So that you put the carrot and the eggs and miso and just a bit vinegar, just marinate it. This is great.
My mom would like that. My mom really likes vinegar, but another strong ingredient that isn't used as much because dashi is better, mensuyu. If you guys have ever used mensuyu,
Actually, I'm surprised that you guys know about mensuyu. It's really Japanese area. Many Japanese people use mensuyu for the quick cooking.
yeah. Well, I like dashi, but the reason why I buy mensuyu is because it's at Safeway. Nijiya has dashi, and dashi is so much better and it's just cleaner, it tastes better. But I can't go to Nijiya super easily. I used to be able to, but and also you don't get that much dashi. You get I have like a big bottle of mensuyu. It's gonna last me forever.
Another thing, I don't know if this is going to make it into the podcast, but just so you know, dashi, they have like little kind of dashi flake pellets kind of thing. I know they come in small packs, but my father, he has a gigantic bag of just dashi. And it's because it's used so often. It's like, I don't know how to compare. It's kind of like chicken stock to most of like American recipes. I feel it's like the base.
It's like chicken stock, but instead of chicken, it's fish. And that's like the unique thing. And there's a lot of fish stuff in Japanese, but we are also out of time. But there's a lot to talk about. This is cool.
There are just obviously we only touched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Japanese food. There is so much to uncover, so many different ingredients, and we didn't even really cover how like ingredients differ between the Americas and Japan, and how like, people kind of adapt to make these certain dishes.
Americanized dishes.
Exactly, and there's so many different things that we can talk about, but this is just the fundamentals of Japanese cooking and foods.
Yeah, okay, so this is the first episode, but as Sam mentioned, we have a lot of stuff to talk about Japanese food, so, and I'm curious to explore with you how to combine Japanese food culture and American food culture. Yeah, I'm really curious about that.
Yeah, I think for me it's a little bit unique because I'm just a pure-blooded American here who just jumped into this, doesn't know much. You know, Hiro, you have a fully Japanese background. You have you still have a Japanese background, Sam, but like a little bit less, and then I just don't have any, of course. But yeah, okay, well I guess that concludes this first episode, and if you want to hear more, then tell me, I guess. Tell
Make
us.
another project.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Well, I guess that's it. Cheers. Sayonara.
食べなさい。
さよなら。
さよなら。じゃあね。